Manchester residents call for answers in Jaden Smith's disappearance. Scores of people, mostly wearing black, marched in Mandeville on Friday in protest demanding answers into the disappearance of Manchester schoolboy 12-year-old Jaden Smith. Jaden was reported missing exactly a month ago. 2 weeks ago, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF utilized drones from its Specialized Operation Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Unit, using dogs from its K9 unit and personnel from its Missing Person Desk, as well as Newport Police Station, to comb Jaden's family home and surrounding areas. The search yielded no results. Previously, staff and students from Manchester High School, the police, firefighters, and relatives combed Perth Road and Wesley Drive in Mandeville in search of the missing child. Jaden reportedly went missing after leaving school on September 26. Police said they have followed up on several reported sets of the child, but expressed concern regarding prank calls. Man charged for allegedly stealing access card, setting fire to Windward Road business. The police have charged a man for stealing the access card of a worker at an establishment on Windward Road in St. Andrew, entering the premises and setting the property on fire. Charged with arson, simple larceny, conspiracy to commit larceny, and unauthorized access to a program or data is 42-year-old Elvis Francis, otherwise called Ellie, a cashier of Doncaster Kingston 2. After being on the run for a year, Francis surrendered to the police on Tuesday, October 21, and was subsequently charged. The incident happened on Monday, September 23, 2024. According to reports from the Elliston Road Police, at about 1 a.m., Francis, along with other men, gained entrance to the establishment by using an access card which he had stolen from another employee earlier that week. The men reportedly set the building on fire before fleeing the scene. The police and fire department were summoned to the location, the blaze was extinguished, and the scene processed. The complainant later submitted CCTV footage to the police implicating Francis in the incident. On Tuesday, October 21, Francis turned himself into the police accompanied by his lawyer and was subsequently charged after an interview. His court date is being finalized. JPS says Jamaicans should plan for outages during Melissa passage. The Jamaica Public Service says Jamaicans should plan for lights to go out during the passage of Tropical Storm Melissa. JPS President and Chief Executive Officer Hugh Grant says rains over the past few weeks coupled with winds and rain from the storm will result in power outage. He assures that measures have been put in place to ensure the company is able to respond to the issues that will arise during the storm.
Let us be frank. We have faced multiple weeks of significant rainfall. What does that mean for us? The ground is saturated. Saturated ground combined with increased rainfall in the order of what I'm hearing 6 to 12 inches, plus winds sustained in the order of 50 miles per hour, increases the likelihood of power outages. So I'm standing here to let you know the lights are going to go out. So let us plan for the lights going out. With that being said, we are committed, we are positioned, we are resourced, and we stand ready to respond. I also have confidence in the work that we have done in regards to our infrastructure improvement.
PM declares Jamaica a threatening area. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has declared Jamaica a threatening area as potentially dangerous tropical storm Melissa continues in storms towards Jamaica. The late Friday afternoon order was issued pursuant of Section 26(2) of the Disaster Risk Management Act (DRME) and came hours after Holness told a Jamaica House press conference that he would be taking all measures, up to and including declaring the country a disaster area in order to keep Jamaicans safe. The declaration comes as the country remains firmly under a tropical storm warning and hurricane watch, while Melissa stalling off Jamaica's southeast coast. Under this order, the whole country of Jamaica is declared to be a threatening area due to potential impact of the tropical storm Melissa, which poses a significant threat to the island. This declaration empowers the government to implement precautionary and protective measures to safeguard lives, property, and critical infrastructure, said a statement from the Office of the Prime Minister. It noted that the order reaffirmed the government's commitment to maintaining public order and protecting citizens during this period of heightened alert. By declaring Jamaica a threatening area, and we're activating the legal tools to move resources quickly, safeguard critical services, and protect the most vulnerable. This declaration enables the government to act swiftly and decisively. I have directed all agencies to execute their preparedness plan, including shelter readiness and the pre-positioning of supply and equipment, Holness noted. According to the statement, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Abril Hill, also issued the trade sale of goods during period of declaration of threatening area, Tropical Storm Melissa Order 2025, effectively outlined pricing guardian. It was issued under Section 8.1 of the Act. The order, which also takes effect on Friday, prohibits retailers from increasing the prices of essential goods, including food, water, medical supplies, personal care items, building materials, and emergency equipment, for the duration of the declared period. Violation of this law may attract penalties of up to $1 million upon conviction before a parish court, the statement read. There will be zero tolerance for raising price, the Prime Minister noted. The trade order sends a clear message that no one should profit from a potential disaster. We're taking every precaution to ensure the preparedness measures are in place and that citizens are not subject to exploitation during this period. The last time the DRMA was used to declare in Jamaica a disaster area was on July 2, 2024, hours before Hurricane Beryl sideswept the island's south coast the next day, leaving billions of dollars in damage and causing several deaths. I urge Jamaicans to take this weather threat seriously. You have nothing to lose even if it doesn't come, said Holness as he wrapped up Friday press briefing. If it doesn't come and you're prepared, fine, you lost nothing. The greater loss is if you are not prepared and it came. The Prime Minister said by now Jamaicans should have internalized and made it a culture. Once you hear that there is a weather threat, take precautions, never take it lightly. Holness also encouraged all Jamaicans to keep faith and pray. He reminded Jamaicans of Matthew, which in 2018 was a similar trajectory, but which made a U-turn between Jamaica and Haiti. Who knows? Even though this is now southeast of Jamaica, it may very well pass Jamaica and go elsewhere, so keep the faith and keep praying, he noted. Holness also urged Jamaicans to be smart, reminding of the young man who was washed away while playing football during Hurricane Beryl. Take all measures to protect yourself, he implored, and encouraged Jamaicans to follow updates by tuning into reliable sources such as the Met Service of Jamaica. Meanwhile, people living on gully banks, riverbeds, and other vulnerable areas could be forced to evacuate based on the provisions of the DRMA. If you live on gully banks, if you live in river courses, if you live in areas that were flooded during burial, expect that this will happen again. That there will be flooding, Holness said to the media briefing. Take the necessary measures. If not yet done, evacuate. But if we declare a disaster, evacuation order will be in effect, he noted. The Prime Minister said he was putting everyone on notice that the high-risk areas have already been mapped by the Office of Disaster and Preparedness Emergency Management and will be published. He said the Ministry of Transport will be tapped in to provide buses in the event there are evacuations. The Jamaican Urban Transit Company buses are already alerted to the need of evacuations, so we will provide some amount for the public transportation. And if it becomes necessary, the toll roads will be open to allow persons to move quickly and safely, so we are prepared in regard of that as well. And we encourage persons, if you are called upon to be evacuated, take the opportunity and leave the area, Holness noted. The Prime Minister also warned that full force of the law will be brought to bear on people who are minded to use the cover of the approaching weather system to steal or damage equipment used by telecom providers, and was the case during the burial season. The loss of telecommunication was not so much because of the impact of the hurricane itself, but there was significant theft of fuel and equipment related to telecommunications, he said. He reminded that the government has indicated its intent to amend the relevant law to have stiffer penalties and to criminalize some of these acts because they do impact the entire economy and should be treated with more severity. Continuing, he said that the amendment of the law, the security forces have been alerted that special attention ought to be paid to these critical infrastructure which are necessary for the continuity of governance and for the continuity of business and indeed public safety. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.